same old place that you laughed about.
Welcome back, my fellow YouTube perusers. Welcome to Werewolf at the Movies. I'm your not-so-humble host, the Werewolf. Today I have a treat especial for all of you. Just the other day I was asked what my favorite movie was and if I had ever done a review of it. Anyone who knows me in the real world knows what my favorite movie is, so I told them, and I said that I had reviewed it, but it was like 8 years ago. I also told them not to bother watching the video. Kinda seems silly, right? I make reviews and I post them on the old YouTube for anybody to watch. I don't think it's a secret that we all grow up, we move forward, and we get better. Well, it's the same thing with this channel. I believe that my newer videos are much better quality than those videos of the past. It's for that reason that I am reviewing the 1985 cinematic masterpiece, The Goonies. For those who aren't in the know, The Goonies is an adventure movie that follows a group of kids from Astoria, Oregon, as they hunt for a pirate's lost treasure. Why are they doing this, you might ask? It's to pay off the assholes who are foreclosing on their homes.
Fuck you, asshole.
Along the way, they end up in the crosshairs of a family of fugitives dead set on beating them to the treasure and possibly killing them on the way. Since its release in the summer of 1985, this film has gained a huge cult following. I am in said cult. I like to think that I'm cult member number 1. I first saw this movie when I was 7 or 8 years old, and to be honest, I loved it. Every single bit of it. The majority of actors and actresses in this movie were kids. And I think for such a large group of kids acting in this movie, you would never guess that this was one of the first movies that many of them had really ever starred in. The score of this movie was written by Dave Grusin, and anytime I hear it, it immediately brings me back to the old days. The old days. Something to think about, eh? Actually, this film is so incredible that the Library of Congress actually chose it for preservation in the United States National Film Registry. I think they did that in 2017-ish, but I guess it's better late than never, right? They consider it to be, and I got this quote, culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant. See, words fail me when I try to describe exactly how much this film means to me. As lame and as ridiculous as it sounds, this movie got me through some seriously dark times, and I will always, forever and ever, consider this the gold standard. Much like Paul Allen's super yacht, the Octopus, Valentino Rossi, the Canadian band Rush, owning a sports team, or, a beachfront house in Kona, Hawaii. Now, let me get into the actors in this powerhouse film. First, there is Sean Astin.
But what if? You guys, just what if this map could lead to One-Eyed Willie's rich stuff?
You may know him as Samwise Gamgee from Lord of the Rings. He was also Daniel Rudy Rudiger from the movie Rudy. He was also in the TV series Stranger Things. I think he played a character called Bob Newby. We have the incredible Josh Brolin.
I could have had a little sister. Just a little sister instead of that.
From No Country for Old Men. He played Cable in Deadpool 2.
I'll kill the kid.
He was also Thanos in the Marvel Universe. Jeff Cohen.
This ain't the kind of place you want to go to the bathroom in.
He didn't go further into acting, but he did become a very powerful entertainment lawyer in Hollywood, so that's awesome. We have the enigma, Corey Feldman.
La moto va nene primer cajón, la coca y la rapidez va nene segundo, la heroína en el de abajo. Siempre hay que separar las drogas.
He was in Lost Boys, Gremlins, Stand By Me,
Pile of shit has 1,000 eyes.
and so many more. Moving on, there is Kerry Green.
Why are you laughing? Steph, it was beautiful.
I can't say I know of any other films that she was in, but I do know that she started a movie production company. But I'm not sure if it's still in operation. Rounding out the women in this film, we have Martha Plimpton.
Chunk, I hope that was your stomach.
Odd side note, she is the half-sister of the Kung Fu guy, David Carradine. Anyways, she was in Mosquito Coast and Running on Empty. Finally, we come to the final quote-unquote Goonie member, and it is Kihoy Kwan.
See, there's nothing to be scared of. See, there's only two customers went inside the restaurant.
I like to think that he is best known as Short Round in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Okie dokie, Dr. Jones, hold on to your potatoes.
Now, just when you thought the list was long enough, I have 4 more names for you. It's the Fratelli family. There was John Matuszak, who was a 2-time Super Bowl champion with the Oakland Raiders in, I think it was 76 or 77 and 1980. He played Sloth, the lovable Sloth. There was Anne Ramsey. She played Mama Fratelli.
Trusted your old mother, boy. Throw in the 4-wheel drive and hold on to your hat.
She was in the movie Throw Mama from the Train with Danny DeVito and Billy Crystal. We have the crooner, and I say crooner because he sings and he's awesome at it, Robert Davi.
We're in deep shit now, Francis.
He was in Die Hard.
Authorization? How about the United States fucking government? Hey, lose the grid or you lose your job.
He was in a James Bond. He was in License to Kill with Timothy Dalton.
I don't give a shit about the setup. We got 500 million in the case and 20 tons of Colombian pure in the tankers.
He plays Jake Fratelli, one of the crime family's sons. And finally, we get to Joe Pantaliano.
I don't wear a hairpiece.
Affectionately known as Joey Pants. This guy's been in so many home run films. Off the top of my head, I can think of Empire of the Sun. He's in the entire Bad Boys trilogy. Well, I'm going to say the whole series, the franchise, because they might make more. Who knows? He was also in The Matrix. And, he was also in the HBO series The Sopranos. He played the gangster Ralph Sifuretto.
He's up my ass. I'm earning with 3 hands here, and it's still not good enough to satisfy this cocksucker. And then he fucking hits me?
Fuck, Sopranos. What a great show. Oh my god.
There's an old Italian saying, you fuck up once, you lose 2 teeth.
With all that said, in 2013, I rated The Goonies 9 skull and crossbones out of 10. I rated it that for fear that any credibility that I have would be thrown out the window if I gave it a 10 out of 10. I personally believe now that my credibility's already gone. So I'm rating this film 10 backflip nutbusters out of 10. 10 backflip nutbusters out of 10. And that's that. My revisit to the Goonies. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I appreciate you spending some of your time watching it. Thank you for letting me do a kind of, I don't know, what do they call it? I guess a do-over, a mulligan, I suppose, on this film. Until next time, I'm the Werewolf. This is Werewolf at the Movies. And remember, you're always welcome here. This is a safe place, a happy place, a werewolf place. Check you later.